Does anyone else feel like they're stepping into a new chapter in their life?
Today is the day that I surrender fully. My 20s should feel liberating and fun. And I do feel like I'm stepping into a new book, like a sequel to my previous one, a fresh start. I can finally live my life on my own terms, and I'm finally free. Free to evolve, free to become, and no longer be held back by limiting beliefs or societal norms. I think once you finally really realize your time here is limited, it makes it easier to step into this space of openness and not feel so trapped. Not let ego make you feel like you're not good enough, that you shouldn't take risks. I mean, these old ways don't just go away, and that's okay. But what I realize, it just means moving forward, I can acknowledge without giving it too much power or energetic space. I owe it to myself to not repeat old cycles, and I can make different choices. I have free will, and I believe in walking confidently in my desires. Want to make space for more, and I'm embracing the silence. The silence right now feels good. I need to hear my own voice and God's very clearly. I'm on a journey of self-discovery, and I plan to enjoy every moment of it, the highs and the lows. I'm a little over 2 decades deep in this thing we called life, and I can finally say, I feel like I'm not just managing anymore, and it feels fulfilling. And I'm ready for more. I'm ready for things to flow in my life, and overflow. And honestly, it feels fucking good to be free.
Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Desa Unique. If you're new and you don't know me, we'll get there. And I'll be posting lots of solo travel content and just really unraveling my experience of unraveling layers of myself in my 20s and peeling back those layers of healing, growth, self-awareness, vulnerability, all the things, and just continue to try to get closer to my highest self as possible and progressing here in life while embracing change, embracing the unknown, embracing uncertainty, and just still continue to move forward in life and kind of just let things flow. Like, just flow. Like, that is my theme this year, flow. Abundance, happiness, vulnerability. And yeah, so this channel is going to be a perfect canvas of my 20s, chaotic, messy, fun, transformative, comforting, elevating, all the things that comes with being in your 20s and intentionally trying to progress in life and kind of rediscovering my purpose and just really channeling that into an everyday thing. One of the main things I'll be documenting is my journey of moving from Los Angeles, California to London. And as I film this video, this is my last day in Los Angeles. I've been here for the past 4 years and I've just felt called to leave and that this chapter was over, and this year definitely showed me that. So I'm gonna take you guys with me in cleaning out my storage, and it's just me embracing change and stepping into the unknown and being open and honest about it, because I feel like it's really important to share, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who go through the same things that I do and maybe just would want to hear it from someone else to know that everything is okay. And I hope that everything that you see will help you embrace change in your life and not be scared. It can be scary. Like, I'm a little nervous. I do have a little bit of time before I move into my apartment in London, but it's good nerves. It's like, I'm ready. You know, let's close this out. I think it'll feel more real when I actually get there. And maybe I'm there like 2 months in, I'm like, okay, wow, I did that. I did this. I'm doing this. Yeah, so if that resonates with you, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and let's go.
happy to be back to close this chapter. Like, I've had my storage since June. So I've known, like, I'm moving to London, like, it's happening. But I still felt like I had, like, LA lingering energy. Like, I have to come back. I think, like, my things are still here. So overall, I just feel like it doesn't resonate with me anymore. So I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm here. I'm ready to go, even though I still have some time. So this should be interesting because now I'm going to have to purge again through clothes that I might not want. Because, I mean, it's been sitting here since June. I can't miss a lot of these things that much. Like, I'm not here to take a big dump on LA. Like, LA was great to me for all the years that I've been here. But it's just time for something new, and it's time for a fresh start.
105.9. Dresses across the board.
I am whooped. Today was so long. Moved everything out my storage. All that's left is the big things. But I got all my clothes. I'm so happy to have my clothes. And now it is currently 7:30 p.m. and your girl was tired. And I need to edit this video. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be productive. I'm happy to be in the bed, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.
Change the weather, and I promise forever. Oh my, pay the bills with my love for you. We'd be the richest in the fucking room. We'd be so comfortable till it's only you for me. No lie, I've tried what they offered, they're not who I want them to be. That's not an offer to me. If you're to be perfect, I feel like it's worth it. I know now that
conversation with a friend the other day, and we both realized like it's a lot of work and it's like a everyday thing, and we both really came to the conclusion that we were missing a step too, because we don't take the time to actually grieve the loss of old version of ourselves as we're stepping into a new version of ourselves. And like that in between space can feel very like lost in a sense, because no one really talks about that when you're leaving your old self, but you're not quite in fully your new self yet. So that in between space can be extremely confusing. So we were just like, had a whole epiphany, and I'll put the conversation in this video, but we were just like, oh, we need to actually take time to grieve that section of it, and so that you can push through to the next layer of yourself. I don't know, I just feel like we unlocked another part of our brain when we're having this conversation, because it actually made the most sense. And it's crazy because I really was in a space where I felt like something was wrong, because I suddenly stopped finding the things that I was interested in interesting or satisfying, or even people. I just felt super uninspired by everything and everyone around me. So I'm like, something wrong with me? Like, am I okay? When really it was just, I was on edge of another growth spurt, mentally and emotionally, but I wasn't really giving myself the space to fully understand and comprehend that, which is why I left and went to Bali and silenced my mind and just silenced all the noise. Because honestly, all of this is just, it's noise that is keeping you from living in your purpose and living in your truth and continuing to elevate to that higher version of yourself. Happiness is just a feeling that everything is really good inside and not so much exerted in front of you, because you can find happiness on a trip, but then as soon as you get home, you're like, well, what the heck? We talked about growth in the different, so like when we grow, we don't ever really give ourselves the time to leave the old version, which is why the old version sometimes pops back up when we're like, wait, I thought that was gone. We didn't acknowledge that. So that's when we have a whole separate conversation about like, okay, we need to acknowledge and grieve and grow from the growth.
So, as you guys also grow in your spirituality, as you guys grow in your awareness, as you like root in, you guys, right? And you can root down, because then you know what you're rooting, right? And then you sprout. Yeah.
Telling her, I was like, I did so much work the past 3 years.
That other shit was bullshit, honey. You would do not let ego tell you you was doing something.
Oh my god! I was distracting myself from the...
No, ego was fucking with you. You weren't doing work. You were managing. You were managing, and you were limiting yourself. You were managing.
I was managing.
Right.
The real word
Now
again.
the work's
Oh, great.
And be excited about it. Because now you're about to learn about you. Keep going there. You guys keep going far. You keep stepping away from the work that you do, the inner work.
Yeah.
You know, there's no outer work. Honestly, there is no outer work, because everything that's happening outside of you is what's really happening inside of you. So do the inside work so that it can be reflected to your outside. And that way you have evidence that you are doing the work.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it, stand in it. Whatever that is, stand in it.
Stand in it. Stand
Just
on it.
stand in it. Not even on it, because that's not you standing on something. Something is elevating you. Elevate yourself.
Okay.
So, empowerment. And then there's truth.
Mm-hmm. 2 different words. Mm-hmm.
They're not there. But you know what they are? They are letters strung together to make a word that you can pronounce that has generic emotional definition to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You can take time in finding your words. You don't always have to answer quickly. There is no like 5 seconds you have to answer, 3 seconds you have to answer.
Yeah.
I take my time. Because then my word is my word, as it is written, as God spoken. My word is my word, and I need to stand in my word, whatever that is, right? I need to be able to answer to God, universe, spirit, self, from my word. So I'm going to take my time to get the right one. I'm going to take my time. And you can rush me if you want to. Or we could change the subject. But now I know you don't have time for me.
Record the language of your soul. Like,
No, that's
No.
But also now the real work begins is wild. You came to mind immediately when she said that because you had said your friends like when you like not dealing with anybody, and I think that's part of why, because like she said, I've been managing. I forgot that I was managing. That's the crazy thing about managing. You actually think you're doing something,
Right?
but you're
It's
not.
like, oh,
You're
no, this
literally
is
trying to get by.
Right.
This is survival
Please
mode.
help us and like showing us things, and it's like life is showing us things, and like experience
She's
is
literally
showing
an
us
algorithm.
things.
She
and,
like literally comes in.
like, and it's like the piece we literally missed because we couldn't really like articulate the words that she did.
Because we weren't taking our, that's what she was saying. We weren't taking our time.
Should we slow down?
Is that what it is? I think.
Yeah, because imagine if we were separate right now or whatever. So like all we could do is either mindlessly scroll or meditate on it. And that's why like they say like meditate on prayer. Meditate like and I feel like it's almost like the same thing. Yeah, like I feel like it's almost the same thing. Like meditate on all the growth and the self-awareness, like meditate, like really meditate on it. And I found myself trying to come up with other things. I'm like, well, that's it. Like, well, ego's like, that's it. Like, you need to be adding other shit. And then I caught myself. I acknowledged it, and I'm like, you know what? No, these are my focuses. It's gonna be a reset month, a foundational month for me. So I'm going to start building habits that my ideal version of myself for all of the major goals would be. So that means, you know what, getting up, going to sleep early, waking up early, meditating in the morning, reading, gratitude, prayer, gym, all that stuff. I was like, that's what my focus is this month. Because if I build these habits for self and I'm like, have whatever for work, then all the other stuff will just come. Instead of like conditioning myself that it's a new year, let me accomplish a million things, and I probably won't do all a million, so I'm gonna feel like shit, and now I'm gonna feel like I have to start over next year. It's like, no, let's just chill, let's nurture, let's flow, like let's move slowly so that that's the structure for my year. Instead of trying to like, things were one step.
This is how our year is great.